It's a story that I don't want any other parents, families to have to go through. And it's a story that's important to Texans and other fit parents like myself.
This all really began in July of 2018 when there was a very unfortunate accident where a 3-year-old little girl lost her mother. Within weeks, the maternal grandparents filed suit against the father, seeking joint custody with him. And it wasn't very long after that the mother's fiance filed suit seeking the same thing.
When she passed away, they'd been engaged for a few months. Since her mother's passing, my daughter's been living with me full time. It's been almost 2 years, and we were moving on.
Essentially, the fiance is arguing that because he lived in the home with the child for a relatively short amount of time, that he should have an equal right to joint custody with the father.
My daughter doesn't know him. She lived with him cumulatively under 6 months. I thought, as the biological father, I win, and we quickly learned that's not the case.
Both the trial court and the appellate court have always found the father to be a fit parent. When the grandparents were kicked out by the Court of Appeals, it was because the grandparents couldn't prove that he was unfit.
We have the support system in place for my daughter. She's stable and she's happy. She continues to see her maternal grandparents on a regular basis. My daughter has voiced her opinion and said that she loves me as her father, picking her up after school, picking her up after daycare, taking her to swim, taking her to ballet. She's already lost one parent. She wants to be with her other parent full time. It's disheartening to know that someone who hasn't been involved in her life to the extent I have been could potentially have rights to her.
We are arguing that the trial judge violated the father's constitutional rights to parent, because he's a fit parent, when she awarded rights and possession to a non-parent over the father's objections.
We're hoping that the Texas Supreme Court will rule in our favor and protect the rights of fit parents. It's an important case for Texas to really solidify parental rights.
If we lose this case, it could have a devastating effect in Texas, because it would set the precedent that live-in boyfriends, nannies, roommates, anyone who happened to be living in the home with the child and had a relatively minimal role in their life can sue for custody and actually get rights and time with your child.
Since she was in the womb, I would read to her, touch her mom's belly when she kicked. When she came out, I was one of the first people who got to hold her. First night she was born, she slept on my chest. She has a lot of my features, big cheeks, big smile. She's my daughter. She's my princess, my little bear. I'm gonna cry. Because of that little girl. She's my everything. She's worth fighting for. I don't want it to happen to any more families in Texas. It should end now. My only guilt is being a father to my daughter.